I'd like to call this special Common Council meeting to order. It's June 30th, 2025, 5:30. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Tim Schroeder,
Here.
Peter Harvey,
Here.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Here.
Ron Dunwoody,
Here.
Scott McClory,
Here.
Ken Minell,
Here.
Dan Roberts.
Here. All right. The first thing we have is public comment. And I'm guessing we have some people here that would like to be heard. Okay. Let me read my little paragraph here, and then when you come up, state your name and address at the podium, and you've got 3 minutes. Public comments are limited to 3 minutes each. The public may speak on any item of city concern, whether or not the topic is included on this agenda. However, if the topic does not pertain to an item listed on the council agenda, the council is not permitted to address or discuss the matter during this meeting. Under open meeting laws, the council must notice an item on the agenda to allow discussion on that matter. If the council is not permitted to discuss your concerns, your comments will be considered and may be placed on a future agenda for further discussion. All right, who'd like to go first?
I'll go first. I'll try.
Hello, Angie Dugan, 17 Spencer Street. I prepared something on here so I make sure I talk about all the points I want to talk about. I am here today to show my support for the meat market and here in opposition of the potential litigation on the agenda. I have been a lifelong City of Elkhorn resident. I'm also a small business owner in the city. I've spoken with my Ward 6 alderman, and I am thankful that he can see this meat market will be a benefit to the city and its residents. My opposition to the potential litigation is for one main reason. Simply, our tax dollars have more important and impactful places to go. This course of action would be a waste of resources. There are other projects that the city should be focusing on with our tax dollars. The water treatment plant is a big project that will require a lot of money, millions of dollars. Why would the city get involved with litigation with this huge current issue to solve? There are many roads in the city that need work. There is a new massive complex being built on Lincoln Street by the bus station. This is going to require so many of the city resources. Is there a projected number of children that will be coming to that complex that are also going to need schooling? Because our last 2 school referendums have been turned down by city residents. The schools are saying they can't handle the number of students we currently have, so how is this going to work? These issues represented in this stack of papers these issues in this stack of papers all warrant prompt action from the city and are crucial matters that our tax dollars should be spent on instead of potential litigation. I would much rather see my tax dollars going to solutions to these big problems than to fight a battle with this meat market that has already been approved by the town of Sugar Creek and Walworth County. I understand that some of you were unable to attend the county meeting for this project, so I'd like to explain to you what happened to help you better understand why the county unanimously approved this project. The issues in resistance to the meat market were all analyzed, addressed. The county reviewed these, took them into consideration, and still unanimously approved this project. The 3 neighbors that are the closest to the approved project came and spoke in favor of the meat market. The location. This farm has been in the Nettesheim family for over 100 years. It's the ideal location on their property for a meat market. This is still their land. This is farmland in the town of Sugar Creek. The city should not be using our tax dollars to bring forth litigation against a town of Sugar Creek property owner with a fully approved project that's not even in the city of Elkhorn. The current extraterritorial zoning between the city and town of Sugar Creek has been denied by Sugar Creek, so this isn't a city issue. Please use our tax dollars for these critical issues: our schools, our water treatment plant, our parks, and our roads. Other projects that our tax dollars should be used for are things like business grants, downtown building beautification, and welcome to Elkhorn signs. This is not the first time the city has tried to push out businesses, and it needs to stop. Please be good stewards with our money and our city resources. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to be heard?
My name is Mara Andrews. Address is 433 West Walworth Street, Elkhorn, Wisconsin. I am here as a private citizen, and I too feel that the use of resources to pursue potential litigation in this matter would be better allocated to the resource or to the issues at hand that are facing our city. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else? Yes, sir.
Hello, my name is Jeff DeLang. I live at N5688 County Road H, Elkhorn, in the town of Sugar Creek. I am a neighbor of Dan's, the Nettesheim Meat Market Project. One of the big oppositions or complaints about his project that I heard at the Planning Commission, the County Planning Commission last week, was the water. Water does not run uphill, so the water that he is producing is not an effect or burden on the city, such as some of the complaints were at that time. I rented their property for about 5 years before Dan started running it again, and I assist him with running it. He has a parcel of land behind Pheasant Court. There's a couple properties in between, but then the water from that sediment pond overflows onto his property. We were in need of putting tile in and taking that water that was coming across the top, because the city didn't have it going the rest of the way to a natural waterway. It was just dumping on the farmers' fields. And then where we all know the problem is by Hidden Trail, at the intersection of Hidden Trail and Boss, that water too is coming from the city. It's coming as far up as Highway 1267, and it's coming all the way that way. All those houses, that water is coming on him. There's a 12-inch tile that goes to nearly Foster Road that water has washed and has washed sediment in, and it's gravel that is in that tile, and the city has vacuumed out some of the sediment at the basin, but they have not sucked out into where that has continuously washed. So he's getting water there, along with what comes off of like Fifth Avenue to Voss Road. It's coming off the old Mink Ranch or the Brummel property. He's catching it there along Sherry Lovelace's house, if anybody knows where that is. So that's coming across him and through him at another spot as well. So all of this water that has been complained about that he is producing, it's actually coming to him from the city. Some of the other complaints were the weight of the trucks on the road. The trucks that he is gonna have are not gonna be 80,000-pound semis for the most part. If your project of 2050 goes through with housing, that is gonna put a lot more heavy trucks, a lot more traffic on that road to create that, along with the building project on the end of Market Street. Some of the other complaints are the cattle getting out. That happens. I grew up on a dairy farm, had a couple other dairy farms in my family. Cattle do get out. Most farms aren't right on a subdivision. The subdivision came to him, he didn't go to them.
You got your three.
I just feel that it's gonna be a beneficial build for everybody involved in the long run. Maybe there's gonna be some thought about odor. Odor's not gonna be, he has a farm. Farms have an odor. This meat market,
You're at your 3 minutes, sir.
okay,
Sorry.
thank you.
You bet, thank you. Would anyone else like to be heard? Anyone? Okay, we'll close public comment and move on to the consent agenda, which is the L&R meeting minutes of June 25th, 2025.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Under new business, the first one is a discussion of possible decision regarding an engagement agreement between the City of Elkhorn and Terry and Nudo LLC, dated June 18th, 2025. We just need to approve the agreement that we had with this firm.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
So we've got a motion and a second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item B, we've got discussion of possible action approving an order under section 12.0319 to the General Code of Ordinances for the City of Elkhorn addressing a Class B beer and a Class B liquor license held by Time Bomb Investments LLC doing business as Jackrabbit Fizz. We need a motion to approve the order that I think we all saw in our packet.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion, any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item C is a discussion and possible decision regarding the renewal of the Class B beer and Class B liquor license held by Time Bomb Investments doing business as Jackrabbit Fizz for the licensed premises located at 11 East Walworth, Elkhorn, Wisconsin, subject to compliance with the approved order under section 12.0319 of the General Code of Ordinances for the City of Elkhorn addressing the Class B beer and the Class B liquor license held by Time Bomb Investments LLC doing business as Jackrabbit Fizz. So this item, you would be approving or renewing the liquor license.
Subject to compliance with the order.
Yeah, with compliance to the order we just approved.
And I would make the motion for approval of the liquor license renewal, providing compliance with the order.
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next, we've got discussion and possible decision regarding renewal of a Class C wine and Class B fermented malt beverage license for LLC Madres Cafe doing business as Madres Cafe, 1560 North Country Club Parkway, Elkhorn, Wisconsin. The agents, Manuel Saucedo Galindo.
I would make the motion for approval.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we've got a discussion and possible decision regarding proposed resolution number 2025-23, a resolution authorizing the issuance and sale up to $1,989,653 of waterworks and electrical system revenue bond series 2025C and providing for other details and covenants with respect thereto.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
We've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Can I get a roll call, please?
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Dan Roberts,
Yes.
Motion passes. We've got discussion and possible decision regarding proposed scope of engagement of Quarles and Brady LLP to serve as bond counsel for the city in support of issuance and sale of up to $1,989,653 waterworks and electric system revenue bond series 2025C, an estimated cost of $16,800.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? Roll call, please.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Dan Roberts,
Yes.
Motion passes. Next, we've got discussion and possible decision regarding proposed agreement between the City of Elkhorn and Walworth County for law enforcement services in 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve that. I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. Do we have any questions or comments? Chief, do you have anything to add to this?
Just that we had one of our members let us know, I want to say 2 weeks ago now, maybe 3, that he was going back to his previous employer and left the department kind of unexpectedly. So as a result, we are still short, and then we still have one member in field training and another member in the academy right now.
Thank you. We've got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next, we're going to have a motion to go into closed session, but first I need to read this. The Common Council may entertain a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 19.851G, conferring with legal counsel for the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved. A discussion regarding potential litigation involving the extension of municipal electric service to the property at N 5531 Voss Road, and a discussion regarding potential litigation addressing the Walworth County Zoning Agency's recommendation to approve a rezoning of portion of N 5531 Voss Road from A1 to A4, and Walworth County Zoning Agency's approval of a conditional use permit for proposed slaughterhouse and meat market at N 5531 Voss Road in the town of Sugar Creek. We will be reconvening into open session. Do I have a motion to go into closed session?
I'll make a motion to go into closed session.
Second. We've got a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Barry Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Dan Roberts.
Yes.
We're back in open session. We've got item 8A, which was discussed. I'd be looking for a motion that the council will take no action.
I make a motion to take no action.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you.